This story begins with a love confession, but it's not your typical confession. The main character is receiving a confession from the girl he has a crush on, which leaves him totally red-faced. Yet, there's something off about the whole situation since the girl isn't just confessing her feelings, she's also offering him money to accept her feelings. I mean, what a bargain for the main character. Fujiwara wonders if it's some sort of prank or something like that. But his uncertainties vanish when he notices how anxious the girl appears. In fact, she even questions him if the money isn't enough. He makes it clear that the issue isn't the money, but rather the reason she's offering it while confessing to him. With confidence in her approach, the girl explains that she believed this would be the most effective way to express her feelings. But Fujiwara isn't the kind of guy to just go out with someone for money, even if it's the girl he likes. He's got his pride. She points out that she's noticed he's been having some financial troubles. His health looks off, his skin is pale, and his uniform and supplies are pretty worn out. She thought he was someone who could be easily helped with a bit of support. It stings, but Fujiwara admits he's broke. Still, he won't let a lot of cash sway him, especially not from Tachibana, the girl he likes. However, Tachibana gets it wrong and shifts her approach, thinking she can win him over with a little cash. He tries to explain that money isn't the real problem. Then Tachibana asks if he wouldn't be happy to get some money, and honestly, who wouldn't? Fujiwara, with all his embarrassment, finally clarifies the misunderstanding. He tells her he doesn't need money from her because her confession really made his day. When she hears this, she can't help but turn red. But that's not the end of the story. Fujiwara wants to return the feelings she has for him. However, she stops him, thanking him and giving him even more money than she did before. She's so thrilled with his words that she struggles to show her gratitude properly, so she decides to express it through cash. She pleads with him to take it, even saying he doesn't have to date her anymore. With this unexpected turn, he's left completely baffled, not able to grasp what happened to the love confession. So, he ends up with neither a girlfriend nor any money that day. The following day, Tachibana tries to confess again, apologizing for catching him off guard last time. This time, she's set on getting him to accept her feelings since she's prepared a bento to show him how she feels. Fujiwara thanks her for making it, but still wonders why she decided to make a bento this time. Tachibana responds that since money wasn't doing the trick, she thought she'd have to win his heart another way by trying to conquer his stomach. Fujiwara feels uneasy about Tachibana's actions, so he hints that she could try another approach. However, she interprets this as him implying she should use her body to seduce him. He quickly corrects her, stating that's not what he meant at all. He goes on to say that he doesn't require anything like that to accept her confession, especially since he already finds her attractive. Taken aback by his response, she falls silent for a moment, and in the ensuing awkwardness, she offers him money to make up for everything she said. She's so thrilled that it just comes out naturally. He thinks she shouldn't have to show her feelings in that way, as he would gladly accept her confession just as it is, given that he's been attracted to her for quite some time. But he's not going to let Tachibana be the only one to share her feelings. So, feeling a bit anxious, he tells her that he values her and then goes to eat the bento she prepared for him. But that's not the end of it. He decides to invite Tachibana to join him for a meal. He believes the perfect moment to accept her confession will be after he finishes the bento. He opens it, but to his misfortune, there's no food inside, just filled with money. His plan crumbles, and now all he wants is to know why she's offering him money again. Tachibana explains that rather than preparing a bento for him, she figured it would be smarter to just give him money so he could grab something delicious and healthy. As expected, Fujiwara turns down the money because his pride as a man takes precedence. Once again, Tachibana's confession is rejected. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and share. By doing this, you'll help the channel grow, allowing me to create more content like this. Moving on, the next day, we see Fujiwara leaving work totally worn out and heading to a nearby restaurant. But, as fate would have it, he bumps into Tachibana, who works there. He doesn't hold back and compliments her, saying the uniform looks cute on her. Even though she's a bit flustered, she keeps her cool and shows him to a table. After a bit, noticing how dedicated Tachibana is, he makes sure to tell her. This completely throws her off guard, and she ends up spilling her habits. She offers him money for coming to the restaurant, but Fujiwara quickly takes back what he said as he starts to see her in a different light. Tachibana points out that it's all his fault for making her feel so happy. Fujiwara also begins to act differently because seeing her in a waitress outfit makes him unable to stop complimenting her. So, he decides that instead of her giving him money, he should be the one to pay now. But the way he puts it makes it seem like he's just borrowing her affection, which leads him to apologize quickly. Tachibana doesn't mind being viewed that way. As she puts it, she can do that without charge. Plus, if he agrees, she'll date him. He could get a large sum of money, making this a 2/4 of price of one offer. The big question is whether he'll agree to go out with her. However, things get complicated for him because, despite his feelings for her, he can't shake the feeling that accepting her money is a bad move. This is because she keeps insisting on giving him money as part of their relationship's start. Curious about why she's taking the confession this far, he asks her why. Tachibana replies that it's pretty clear. Then, in a really sweet manner, she tells him she loves him and wants him to be happy. He feels her emotions and gets what she's trying to say. But it doesn't end there. In his mind, he realizes it's time to embrace Tachibana's feelings. With his confidence soaring, he's about to suggest dating her, but she jumps in first. With a large sum of money in her hands, she once again asks him to accept and go out with her. Fujiwara is taken aback by the amount she's offering, and the romantic moment wraps up with her action, leaving him unable to accept the confession for ethical reasons, as he just wants a normal relationship with her. And with that, this manga summary wraps up as the story sadly comes to a close. I really wish it had gone on longer to see how things unfolded. But now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.